we streaming?
So we're looking at Dr. Frankenstein here, is my guess, right? He's going to be the guy cutting the people up and putting them back together all stitch-like.
I like how you're... I like how quickly you can judge a book by its cover like that. I admire it.
Oh, of course.
I admire how you've already written the story to this game before we've even started.
Yeah, like, look at that guy. He's obviously a well-to-do Victorian-era man.
Yes,
of course. He's got that eye thing going on. He's got that eye thing. Hey there, Grimace. Like, you know, he's probably got a little bit of that twitch going on. Like, that eye, it's a bit of a lazy eye. He just sees people, and he sees how to cut them up and put them together.
You know those creepypastas where somebody's playing a single-player game, but somehow it's haunted by another person in it? So it behaves multiplayer even though it's supposed to be single-player. And they're all fake, obviously. They're works of fiction, but.
Oh yeah, no, I remember a few of those. Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, if it's still on the tags from the last stream, I always leave Stream Sniper's welcome on because there's always a chance that I want to make sure that whatever ghost is gonna haunt this single-player game knows it's welcome.
Fair. Hey there, Von Falkenstein. Did you?
I say if you can stream snipe me on a single-player game, you've earned it.
I mean... Okay, let's just not go there. My mind went to a real dark place.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You sick fuck! SWAT team wants to know your single-player location, huh?
Hey, Roland. Hey, to be fair, Roland, I have no idea. Hi there, vampire. Again, I'm thinking it's a game where we're playing the protagonist, Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh yeah,
that's my thoughts.
That's his total thoughts. He's just reading the main title screen basically as best he can.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like a big plot line in this story will be how to get all the bloodstains out of that very nice knit sweater. Or like, what the hell is that fabric? It's like leather on the inside, but knit on the outside, but still super thin. What is that? Like I'm talking like that purple and yellow thing.
Sorry, what specifically are
like
we
his clothing, like the one that has the, not his jacket, but the one that's the...
Oh, the vest?
Yeah, like what
yeah,
kind
it's got a quilted inside. It's embroidered. That's actually a popular style in the East. I think you see it more in China. If you can envision the patterns on
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to keep in mind Russia's 1 foot in Europe and 1 foot in Asia. You always have to remember.
Yeah. So we're going to be visiting Baba Yaga and Koshki.
That is also a scarf. It's a neckerchief, I think is the right word. Hang on.
Yeah. Hey there, dragon.
Yeah, it's a neckerchief.
Vampire, that would be excellent.
He discreetly eats a page. I had Alan Wake 2 pause too long the other day and it tried to jump scare me, but I was tabbed out, so all I saw was like the light level of the screen change for a second and then go back.
Nice.
I can't get out of the dark place, guys. It's got me.
That's fine. Well, you know what you should do? You should go to your light switch in the wall and turn it on. Then you'll be out of the dark.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do, man.
Turn on the light, Alan.
Yeah.
I don't know where Lonewolf said he had to go grab his kids, so it's gonna be an extra long intro.
Oh man, Dr. Muhammad Black died in Project Zomboid. Shit. He had. Oh man. So someone in the BPL right now is doing randomized RimWorld streams. And I helped him generate Dr. Muhammad Black, one of the most useless human beings ever. And he survived. He made him survive for like 30 hours. He almost became a functional human being. He hit average levels of strength and stamina. It took a long time, but he did.
I don't know why I like the fact that he still moves even though I'm in the options menu. Definitely not opening Alan Wake so I can play,
Is that why the stream's stuttering a bit?
So I can play music,
Is that why the stream's stuttering?
Is that
Why
why
don't you just...
is that why the game I'm playing isn't
Yeah.
is muted?
So why not just like download the soundtrack?
I don't know. This feels more authentic, don't it? It's a video game. I'm just streaming a video game, you guys.
Side note, I don't think any of us can hear the music.
I haven't started it yet. I had to open Alan Wake 2.
Oh, fair.
I hope my computer can handle this. I've got 2 AAA titles open at the same time that are each.
Hey, I can guarantee they're conflicting on the graphics card. I
It's
can guarantee it.
fine. Figured out where I am, didn't you?
Yeah. So, how's everyone else out there in out of TV land doing today? I know myself, I'm a little tired because I've been helping a greenhouse start up and we're about a week behind schedule. But we had that nasty minus 45 snap 2 weeks ago that just kind of kitboshed a bunch of plans and plants, but plans mostly. Processors are okay at multi-threading and multitasking now, but GPUs kinda aren't, because they're designed to not. Hey, look who's computer. Oh. Hey, look who it is. Yeah. Also, I did not hear you there, Lone. Evening, Mary Emperor and Mercury. How are you two doing? Knife Fight City Comic Con? Nice. I mean, I have a band that's like that for me. It has been for 20 years, but I know I'm not most people. I've seen your circle light up a little bit there, Lone Wolf, but I have not heard any. Oh, after I came back last night, I had a hell of a time trying to get my audio system here hooked back up. I don't. What is the name of this song? To be fair, they did say they had most of it written already. Roland, you can't hear me? And also, evening, Roland.
I am Noot. If you hear me, tell me if you hear Chris. Chris,
Say words. I said words. Well.
I thoroughly recommend you watch the video I made Dark Ocean Summoning better. He's out of line, but he's right. Whoever uploaded the video, that is. We'll try to go
So just
easy
load-
on the Alan Wake 2 spoilers, just because people who signed up for the Alan Wake 2 stream were obviously expecting them. People who signed up for this one aren't.
Yeah. What else can I kind of say? New Hairbrain Schemes BattleTech 3062 episode drops a couple days ago. What else? Anybody have any news what's going on in the Aux recently? I know they just finished their mayoral candidate elections not too long ago. So as the new
Well,
mayor...
shit, I reckon inside the Aux, grass is slowly being turned into feces by multi-chamber stomachs, huh? Aux. Except OX instead of AUX.
The pun.
The
punning
bovine.
continues. Hey there, Durburger. Birthday. Yep.
Chris, this is a long shot, but do you want to hit Control R and see if that fixes it? And if it does, I will hit Control R on my end.
Sure, give me a second. 1, 2, 3.
It's unlikely that both of us are having a problem and Lonewolf is actually fine, but it's worth a check. I'm assuming he's doing some sort of harder restart, maybe.
And personally, I think what might end up happening is either one of his audio jacks isn't fully plugged in, or he's got the mic and the other one mixed up. Mic and headphones jacks mixed up.
Maybe. Worst case scenario, we can get started with him watching. He just won't be able to comment until he gets his mic fixed.
Yeah. This is when we find out he just got the volume control for his mic set way to 0 in Windows.
Or it's got like a
not.
built-in off switch.
I mean, what was it? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 volume control devices to control my mic. It is annoying.
That was a weird cut, considering the actual album version has like a... It's not even a fade out, it's an abrupt cut that they should have just included in the damn song. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Hey, eccentric is the way to be. That little bit of space and crazy makes life all that much better. Take it from someone who is a little bit crazy. This isn't self-justification, not in the slightest.
The only 3 tabs I have open are this channel's mod view, a Google search for when is daylight savings 2024, and the word neckerchief.
Hey, I can tell you in Saskatchewan, daylight savings time 2024 is no. It is no.
And I admire you for it.
We are a glorious province of stick in the mud.
Did you say Saskatchewan?
Saskatchewan.
Oh god, you have to join us for one of Stuka's streams then. He's playing in Saskatchewan in Old World Blues.
Really?
Yep.
What time is he streaming? Yeah. No. Your user volume is set to max for me.
Is it...
Oh yeah, that's a common one. Well, no, we're seeing green around his circle, so it's transmitting it just really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, but if he's on push to talk, then it would light up whether he's saying anything or not.
Yeah. Vampire, that would be so impressive. Hey there, Elo. How's it going?
Hang on, how can you not hear the game unless it's because I turned it down a little while ago? It says the game audio is transmitting.
I hear a little bit of the game audio on Twitch.
The twangy twangin'.
Side note, I really hate my voice sometimes. It just sounds so awkward. Oh well. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Lone Wolf, we're gonna...
Digi, that sounds amazing. Also, some of those Pokemon ROM hacks are like, nice.
Always check your game for a nudity setting, by the way, folks. If you're gonna stream it.
Oh, blood! That gives me proof. He's gonna get blood on his shirt. He's gonna have a big plot line of getting blood off his shirt.
Aloe had 2 WBPL 76s open.
Nice. You have yourself a good evening there, Aloe.
Yeah. I played the demo for this. It was pretty fun. Anyway, let's get into it. Oh, I loaded too fast. Thaumata is a word deriving from Greek. It means miracles. A thaumaturge or tempermancer is one able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws. Hey, Lone Wolf! Huh?
Hello, hello.
I had to restart my Discord and reset my computer for it to recognize my mic, and then I had to reattach it to my Discord.
Oh my god, it was a Thaumata! It was a miracle!
Ba-da-da-da.
Okay.
They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of a thaumaturge without being born one.
So this is sort of like allomancers then?
I'm not sure.
Side note, I like allomancers in theory. I just don't like how there's a new magic system in every book in the series.
I am unfamiliar with this. You'll have to explain it later.
Fair. Or if there's a dull point in this.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's a tabletop of some kind.
No, it might be now, but it's a book series.
In my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you.
Victor, you look like shit.
Yeah, his eyes are a little
moist.
moist.
Your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone. I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me.
I'm going to go find some Russian miracle worker.
Maybe this is Harry Potter later on as the Master of Death.
The only thing that can help you is a miracle.
Harry Potter 2.0.
But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition.
It's like a Russian conquistador.
Seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not,
that's a well-built
remember
table.
That in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now, does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
Man, I am surprised he's willing to travel with that kind of fancy clasp on the outside of his cloak.
That won't get him mugged at all.
Nope. That was like the first quest that I did in Adam RPG, was mug someone for a clasp like that.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
You look like how you say shit.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
I bet he smells like he looks.
What's your message?
Take this down, please. Arrived. Very beautiful views. People honest at first glance. Sincerely, your barely living cripple.
I didn't mean to cause offense.
Well, then strike that, please. Take this down, please.
He kind of needed that.
Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Me and Victor
Anything
kind
to add at
of
the
share
end?
similar beard and mustache styles.
Aggravate your father.
Please add my love to you, my sister.
Minor criticism.
Touching.
What's that?
There's
From whom?
telegrams
My
had
name is
a
Viktor Shulsky.
price per number of characters,
and
mod
Victor
10.
with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's his head?
Yeah, his dad's wealthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere. On every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
I like my friend.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Looney.
Guy's blinks just unsettled me. I don't know why. That postman's blinking.
Transcaucasia. I'm gonna read stuff. Dear Junko, please stop with the gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it's not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasant guerrillas going at the lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves, have something on the side, some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That's why I'm telling you for the last time, go to the bank in Tiflis and take a loan against half of our assets in the Caucasus. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. I'll send all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, Liu.
Neat.
Your turn.
Dear Antony, it feels like ages have passed since your last letter. Or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land, amongst foreign people, to fight under the Russian banner. And how am I today? I live amongst people who hate me. I am losing my health and my mind and cultivating the land that I fertilized with the blood and flesh of its sons. And I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me. Constantini. P.S. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anilka that the thought of her brought me solace until the very end.
Sag. I wonder if they'll see each other.
You're put no that cupboard on the left, far left, near the entrance, or is that just the exit?
Oh, that?
Yeah, that's just the exit.
Yeah.
If you hit Alt, does it highlight things?
There might be a highlight button.
Yeah. What was that, Lone?
So that's a good question.
Oh yeah, right, I remember.
Use perception, right mouse button? Ah. But yeah, it looks like you'd like to just, put your blood everywhere. I see we're getting 140 FPS. Neat.
Nice.
Damn.
As a Tau-Moe-Targ, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight and can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words, and you can reach your goal faster.
I must be a thaumaturge because I anticipated this tip before it happened. Da, da, da.
So many babushka.
Oh, I want to get hit by the train.
No, don't get hit by the don't run through train. The Tiflis Herald. The tragic events of August 29th have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where reform proposals were set out by Minister Alexander Bulgin, were to be discussed, was brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc. In the turmoil, 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked, I say, against the instance of unjustified aggression against the good nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. Yes, that is a good point. Zeus here says Mr. Train is not your friend. He speaks words of wisdom.
He might be, you don't know.
Yeah. Happy Digs Day, indeed, Night Owl. I think you...
It's jazz.
You do that by clicking your fingers. You're clicking them so hard blood bursts out of your hand.
Anime blood spray.
Yeah.
Use perception to follow the path to my goal. What's that book tucked in his belt for? God willing,
Don't talk about that.
Yeah, evening, Troublemint. Nice to have you with us tonight.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
You've never done the Skyrim trip, huh?
Well, if you've got reason to be there.
Sorry, I just cranked you up a little bit.
Climb in.
No worries. I said everyone's Rasputin here.
Rah, rah, Rasputin.
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting? A guest?
Ew.
Ah, you came for some healing. Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he's sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
That was a very disgusting
I
sounding
bet
scalp.
he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. Oh, he prays a heck of a lot. You getting in, or what?
I'm sure I won't find this person repellent at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I'm going to redeem 5 squats, but what I actually want is everyone to scratch their scalp 5 times. Just for you, Noot. Everyone in the audience, you have to
No.
scratch your scalp 5 times.
No.
Yeah, you should do it as well, Noot.
It's
Just
nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
yes. Wasn't that just a wonderful, relaxing feeling? Oh, Nanomicon just redeemed pet.
Here.
You know the rules. I'll
This
do it
is
on the first
everything.
break.
Hard to get
Yep, yep,
lost
yep.
in this place. Head to the tavern.
I'm already
over
making
there,
up slow
past
enough
the
progress in
little
video
store,
games
up
as
the
it is.
steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
A preacher that's also a miracle worker. Weird.
I am getting like big time pandemic vibes.
Well, then you should
Sorry,
probably
Dragon.
start wearing a mask, huh?
Sorry, the stagecoach's scalping sounded uncomfortable too. We all had to enjoy it.
He has a
Oh, like
very
what you are.
flaky scalp, huh?
Hey,
Just
hey.
need some Head and Shoulders.
No. I don't even use that. I just use bar of ivory soap. But
Ew.
better pro tip, I keep my hair less than a centimeter long. So that
You
helps.
give Ivory.
I get full-on eczema if I don't use shampoo or Head and Shoulders shampoo and conditioner.
No, I don't think I've used any kind of fancy product in my hair for 5 or 6 years now.
Made of strings, sticks, and feathers, it's supposed to protect residents from the influence of evil powers.
That makes sense.
Didn't work, did it? I hear he can cast curses,
Dragon, that is a very fair criticism.
Boots all covered in shit again,
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here?
Hey, Putnik. You coming from far?
Indeed, I'm tired.
Nice boots. Are they warm?
A proud answer. It not only draws from your flaw's pride, but will also feed it even more. I want to be a little more neutral. I want to be neutral with my fatal flaw. So,
I guess.
I'm
That's
not
fair.
here for long. I'm looking for a certain healer.
I'm not going to deny
First,
it
you gotta make a
entirely, but I'm
donation
not going to go
to
full
the
ham on
Tsar's
it.
army. Warm boots,
That
for
mustache, though.
instance.
I talked to one of
And
the...
a coat. He won't need a coat once he's lost his boots.
It's your snummy. We are the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah!
Wait, so you could lose your boots here? Neat.
Fisticuffs.
Ooh, you can one-hit KO him.
Oh yeah, I don't think my friend is going to come and help yet. Shit, huh? Ow! It's not going to be much of a nice coat now, is it?
Don't get shanked.
Perception allows you to anticipate enemies' actions to find out what they're planning. Unfold the actions queue at the top of the screen. Each skill has its own speed, obviously. We kind of figured that out. I'll just tank it, Ow.
Oh, wow. That was a minor knife move.
My coat.
Punch him in the ear.
I am gonna box him. Well, I'm gonna box him in the nose, but...
Yeah. Push that nose up through the skull
Paris, the
cavity
Ruskies,
into the
right.
back of the brain.
They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
They could have all the townspeople could have just picked up a stick and they would have gone down in 2 seconds.
I know. Everything will freeze and there won't be anything left. Well, that's life in the countryside for you. He could have literally lived in the countryside without running his mouth and he would have been fine, Proletarius Birdzola. So, oh, okay, it's a communist,
Proletariat
publication.
Brazzola. Soon the day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles. With one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with misery, they will rid of the despised Tsar. May the recent events, so agonizing for many, be a torch that will kindle the flame of just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their heads proudly and abandon their work for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the oppressor and cleanse our lands. It is already happening. Workers in major cities are preparing for action, and the country folk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us not lose heart.
It goes well to the tune of La Marseillaise.
Ooh.
Hang on, I'll figure out which one I should pick later. Oh, you guys, you can pet the fucking dog.
Good.
Nice.
10 out of 10.
Good boy.
Game of the year.
I didn't pet him though. I mean, it said I did. There just wasn't an animation for it. Why are you being a slut? Oh, there we go.
You gotta go over the symbol. Oh, you got experience for opening the door. Let's see if you get more experience for opening the door again. Let's see if we found a game-breaking hack. Can we just open the door repeatedly and get more experience?
I wish. It's because it was a quest objective and you get paid for every quest objective.
Yeah.
News from Yerevan. Our correspondents report that the newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan Province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Jerome Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. The highest officials were present for the welcoming ceremony, followed by dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent families. The Governor General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days.
What year is this set in again?
1905, I think.
Okay.
I thought it said 1910.
I feel like that was just somebody in chat that said that, maybe.
But, like, Napoleon was dead by then, wasn't he?
That's a different Napoleon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There are a lot of people named Napoleon and Napoleon Bonaparte at that, believe it or not.
Yeah, there was a second and a third Napoleon.
Interesting.
Not counting people who were just named after him out of respect.
Correct.
I mean, I've got an uncle, or a great-uncle, who had, like, the worst name. He was born in...
I don't want to talk to him as smug or mocks me, and he gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, no. I had an uncle born in 1911, and his name was Adolf. A great-uncle, that is.
What really great?
I mean, this guy was great. He liked restoring classic cars and making them shine.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected a stinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Why so angry?
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Peter.
He's not. He had an ego the size of a goddamn
even hopeless cases.
Kremlin. I don't know.
Inexplicable ones.
That's also among other things that weren't the size of the Kremlin, you know.
They say.
At least that's a rumor.
I believe in his miraculous power.
In miracles. In my condition,
evidently
now,
he was hung
I
like a
can only
horse.
hope for a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Tau-Moe-Targ.
Where are you coming from?
I'm from Warsaw.
So, from Russia.
Poland.
Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to
Poor
us?
fucking Poland.
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Viktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
People are allowed to identify with their lost country,
And
you know.
Unless it's
still
Arcadia.
asking for help.
Prove you're a Tau-Moe-Targ, and I'll hear what you have to say.
Wouldn't that be Cajuns?
That's different. But if they say Arcadia, I don't believe.
Not that it's Arcadia.
That's
It's
partly the issue I wanted to speak
kind
to
of
you
like
about.
West Coast.
Does that mean you give up?
That means I'll try.
What's
but
that current
I
word?
don't know.
Appellation?
All right, all right.
Yeah, but also like sovereign
Few
citizens
of
type
your
deal.
kind.
A little bit, I think.
So I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
It smells like
Smell this.
chloroform. Huh?
Yeah. You were keeping this in your back pocket, and you have no underwear.
Lonewolf, tell us about the prayer beads.
Time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. The zeal gushing with the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow of the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts.
Draw a conclusion. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He's a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his ardor.
Read like tarot cards.
Ardor.
Have you figured anything out yet? Have you figured anything out yet?
This is ridiculous. Give me it back. Mr. Funny Man, wasting my time.
I'll return to you in a moment.
Let's see if I can see it again.
I can hardly wait.
I want to ask him if I can see it again.
I just like that guy in the background who's been on his knees the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
And knowing this time period, he was probably kneeling on like grains of rice or something.
Let's
Or
take
kernels of wheat.
Little hardened potatoes, it's Russia.
Careful you don't get achy feet. You're not too worn out. You look a little peaked.
I want to see it again. I want to see it. Come on, show me it. Show me it. Damn it,
That lady just walked through her table.
It's fine, shut up.
Sit down. She just literally walked through her table.
I need a word one. A dirty bowl that someone has eaten stew from.
Delicious.
We'll need to check it out later.
Yep. I'm just gonna examine everything and then,
So you're gonna say we're gonna stew on it?
Yeah!
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. That bartender's got it.
A
got it
penitential
going
device
on.
for voluntary self-mortification of the body.
Yeah, the bartender, she's got it going on.
I know.
She's got a dump truck.
Why if they don't have bread, why then do they not simply eat that cake?
Who would have thought there were such layers of passion within him?
An ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. It vibrates with the languishing moan of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder, but that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover, irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods.
It cures hysteria, you see.
Did I grab it? Did I I didn't accidentally apply the point, did I?
No.
Weird. Why are you not...
You have 1 point left.
I do not know how to apply it.
Next one down the line, maybe? Not that one, but yeah, the next one?
Maybe.
There you go.
There we go. Reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is suffering. Nice. Each skill can be upgraded, blah blah blah.
Probably on the quick one, yeah.
Yeah. Trembling hands and thin white gloves. feverishly tying a ribbon behind which she tucked a leaf with an imprint of her made-up lips. She ran to make it in time, to give him a gift, to make sure he wouldn't forget her when he found himself far from court. Yeah. Please don't teleport, Rasputin.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend.
Therefore, a Petersburg lady-in-waiting who was very devoted to you, gave you her breviary.
Honestly, I don't remember where I got it. Its contents were always more important. Have a seat.
Rasputin will remember this.
Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
Nah, tell me about some
I can't
strange.
help but ask you about that young lady from Petersburg.
Holy crap, he's sweating
I'm
bad.
starting to like you.
Yep.
But not enough to tell you about Petersburg. How do you think I might help you?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
I'm not too proud to beg. I'm gonna die.
I don't have much dignity left. I'm prepared to beg for your help.
That won't be necessary, Victor. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
But I'm not an illithid.
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here.
His mind palace is a wreck.
I know.
Also, I now know what's creeping me out about their blinking.
What?
Their lower eyelids don't move.
Yeah, it's just upward.
Yeah. They only have like if they like blink or squint, nothing below the eye moves, just above the eye. Huh.
Oh yeah,
I'll have to try and get over that.
Kind of like realizing that when you chew, it's only your bottom part, your jaw that moves. Your upper never actually moves.
Well, that would be your entire skull moving, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You can try and do
opier.
that. It just looks real weird. Like, if you like just get your jaw fixed in place and just move your upper head back and forth.
Yeah, it'd be like South Park Canadian.
Opier, come back.
Yeah.
I need to get out of here.
My friend.
Your other option is to chew with your tongue.
Against your upper teeth?
No, your palate.
What kind of mush are you eating?
Actually.
Yeah, like that's how I eat chips. I don't like getting them in between my teeth. I use the roof of my mouth. On a side note, the roof of my mouth is heavily scarred because I like salt and vinegar.
Imagine your best friend looked like that and you still wanted him back. That's friends forever, huh?
What is this sound?
Yep.
Shackles?
Particularly that guy. The skeleton,
I mean, that might be... what the heck is that? I said that name earlier. Let me look it up.
It's Opier, it's his friend.
Yeah.
And Salutor.
Koshchi. Like if it's a reference to Koshchi, I will be very impressed.
You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind.
Rude.
His jacket's cut.
Gonna need a tailor.
Yeah. Or is that like, no, that must be like a glove pocket or something.
Do you hear me? Do you?
Glove
Do
pocket.
you?
Well, you know how like some of those, like in anime, some of those boots have funnels? These are like an arm funnel.
Oh.
I can
Oh,
see
man,
I would think
Crow.
of something like completely
Sorry to hear that.
Upir. And if Upir's backstory isn't,
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
hang on. He looks like 1,000 times better already, huh?
Yep, a little bit less bloodshot.
Yeah.
Just needed to sleep off the hangover.
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Oh.
The hostess with the mostest.
She didn't have to ask that, but that was nice of her.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out.
She seems nice. I like her.
It's so good to see you again.
Yay! He's back.
Matt Crow, sounds like you're running a bit of a
Something
fever.
else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a
Or actually, no.
I'm bound by a pact.
Your skin feeling hot and chill inside as you've got a cold. Like, I mean, your lower body temperature.
Attracting it.
I recommend a hot soup.
I was praying.
Or tea.
I wanted to sweep.
Yeah, we get it. You wanted to sweep. Yay! I'm alive.
Yeah, it didn't mean joke. I meant not medical advice. But yes.
All right. Tell us about Upir, Chris.
Upir, my first salutor. He came to me more than 15 years ago, and I offered him my heart and the flaw of pride I carry. By trying to capture others, I fell into a spiral of torment and exhaustion that cost me my connection to Upir. I can no longer use his power, nor even fully see him. We are both shadows of our old selves. I cannot help him, but I've heard of someone who can. Upir is back, along with his power. It is wonderful to see him again. Upir is the ghost of a Slavic nobleman who gambled with his life and that of his companions and lost it all in an honorable fight. That is why the flaws that lure the Upir are those that are related to arrogance, bravery, honor,
Is that the
and
tale you
pride.
were thinking of, or is it a different one?
No, it's a different one.
Yeah.
My Upir came to me when, with my sense of pride and desire to take matters into my own hands, became insurmountable. 15 years ago, against my father's bidding, Abirisi, yeah, thank you. And I decided to act on our own account. Each of us has paid for it in his own way. He is capable of healing. The power of his offensive skills depends on your health points.
Paimon, you were so beautiful. Oh, this is the one that he tried to take and ended up losing everything. We're only like half an hour into the game. We
haven't even finished the tutorial yet.
You were so beautiful, fallen angel, full of grace, energy, and color. I thought that you would become my teacher, that you would open the world of philosophy, art, and magic to me. That together we could discover the secret of Earth's elements and the secrets of people's hearts. That I would become something more. That having as many as 2 salutors, I would reach for what's available only to the strongest. Instead, you broke me. You brought nightmares and visions that crushed my mind to dust. Because of you, I'm nothing but a shadow.
Yeah. The secrets to people's hearts is to give them bouquets of flowers in the shape of anatomically correct hearts. That's the secret. We should just keep going down the same path. Same path for everything. Just finish off deed.
Wow.
The whole way down. All the way.
Just one to the end.
Oh, the one at the top is powers? Interesting.
60% chance of dealing double damage. I should stick that on the weak one, shouldn't I?
I'm guessing that also means 40% chance of doing nothing.
Nope.
Maybe.
Oh,
otherwise, why would it be a gamble?
Interrupting. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, mathematically, it's still more. 50% chance of interrupting the enemy's planned action, or 50% chance of triggering the action. That's why it's fortune versus misfortune.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let me find out one of the thingies that I could. They're all gone.
No, not the thingy.
I wanted to read through the thingies. All right, I'll wait to put a point in until after I encounter something that will.
Sorry about the squeaking. Had to open up my vent. My room was getting chilled.
Sorry about the squeakies. I'll blah.
Yep.
God willing.
God willing, I'll be able to finish sweeping before all these people come back the next day.
Nice.
All right, what do you say we take our first 5-minute break, folks?
Sounds good to me. I will be back in that 5.
Yeehaw! Everybody freshen your drinks. I'm gonna pet a kitty cat, cause I owe somebody a pet. Ba-da-da-dum.
Well, High Lord 83 so far, it seems pretty good.
Well, we're gonna find out if it's any good. That's why we're here.
Exactly.
We found out Alan Wake 2 probably is good, but it's not good for me. Crass, 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 crass.
He's not quite here yet.
Pour us one already, innkeeper. What's this? Because it's really good. Maybe I'll get points for leaving the door. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch to one you'd like to track after switching objective to develop a path that follows the blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
My old lady will curse me out when she sees this. What did you do? Did you piss yourself, bud?
Probably. It's Russia.
Allegedly,
I like all the miasma you can walk through.
Apples.
They'll go gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something,
Apple.
there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch. All these newcomers
Rude.
causing more problems.
She just spit. But very badly because it's a video game.
She probably ended up spitting on herself.
A bruised crimson apple. Vesna was trembling, dropped a fruit basket, and left this orphan behind. Vesna has left her distinct trace on the fruit. It consists of a heart fluttering in panic and a throat painfully clenched. A bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. Yummy. We doing jazz.
I like jazz. I mean, I like the idea of jazz.
Tau-Moe-Targ never fails me. There is something here. Am I sensing?
Salt on the doorstep, but protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortunes. Aw, poor goose, huh? Somebody murdered the goose, huh? From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotions carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire for all of Bogdan's property to go to hell, huh?
Aw, sad honk.
Sad honk. Hide the chickens. Fuck you and your eyebrows,
Am I sensing?
Didn't need those anyway.
Word.
What's the word?
The shaft is overgrown with thorns of bitter words, but there are others, warm, delicate as rose petals. They betray a love for someone who's not afraid of thorns, a love that is difficult, but not accepting of violence, huh? Broken shards of a blue ceramic dish. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet and pungent taste stupefied, compelling screaming, finger-pointing, and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of breath.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Nice to have you with us, High Lord. So far, it looks pretty interesting if you like world building and lore around the game. Like around the main character, that is.
In this house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly, until they are out of breath. But they persist together, despite everything.
So what have I missed?
Lady dropped her apples and she spit at me.
Yeah, she's like,
Well-
my apple's mine.
Why did you make her drop her apples? Or was this a euphemism?
I didn't. She dropped her apples on her own.
Are these apples a euphemism?
No, just straight up apples. And then you grabbed her boobs.
Although it's already become moldy from disuse, it carries the memory of the spirit of the one who wielded it. A loner by choice, with a disposition as tart as juniper berries. Oh, and somebody strangled a goose.
Can you rotate the camera? No, doesn't look like it.
Maybe. Let's take a look. Oh, go to the place. That just means move where you're clicking.
Nice.
Nope. No
This
way
is
to
how we
rotate.
should tell everyone how to do this. In
Press
game.
W to go to the place.
Yeah, go to the place. Nope.
3 lefts make a right.
A hand-carved and elaborately painted wooden box. The box is marked with words of love, sweet as kisses. The names of Vesna and Luca intertwined, cuddling tenderly against the wood, against the delicate carvings, trying to protect them from the damp and the rain, from all the evil the world carries with it.
So we're finding something about possibly a
the lady that dropped the apples.
But like it sounds like we're also
I
working
wanted to
towards
talk.
getting.
Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help. Help! Help! Somebody help me!
Oh my god.
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
Oh, he's got a wooden blade. You can add a strong attack now. Nice.
Focus reduces more focus.
Can you make the strong attack damage over time?
Not yet. These poor guys just want to protect a lady who's screaming for help and they're about to get stabbed by a fucking ghost.
Honestly, I don't think you're gonna win.
You and your set, yes, but it's 2 on 2. You and your Salutator each have their own set of skills. Plan what you want to use, and blah blah blah.
Kick him in the jimmy.
Let's remove all his fucking focus. Yeah. They've lost all their focus and is now in a breakdown state. Time for a strong attack.
Focus.
Enjoy your concussion, friend.
Ooh, yeah, you've been concussed.
Oh, and also you got stabbed by nobody.
He is dead.
It's fine. See if I can interrupt it. Target's health point determines how much damage the skill inflicts. The more health points, the higher the damage. But that'll hit when he's already lost a bunch of health, though.
Yeah.
My nose. Dang.
Hey Zeus, pocket sand is a good one.
It is indeed.
Man down.
Keep enemies from launch. Oh my god, 3 achievements. Win a skirmish, win a fight with full health, win a fight in less than 3 turns, and don't let them attack.
Nope.
Damn.
Nice.
I have good feelings about this game. Unlike, remember how Alan Wake 2 started with that glitch that we had to restart because the fucking guy wouldn't go to the crime scene?
Yeah.
Christ, that playthrough was cursed from the start.
Hey. It's Game of the Year. It's got all this good review score. Scores.
It's fine. Yeah. No one's coming here to save you, girl! Open the door!
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please, please.
I don't think she's gonna open the door.
Please.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Just keep knocking on the door.
Okay.
Just knocking on. What was it? We're just knocking on heaven's door.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Knocking on heaven's door. Yeah.
So when you knock on the door and say, "I'm looking for someone by name the Vecna. Is that you?"
Vecna.
Yeah. I have a hand I want to help you with.
I still have not seen that season of Stranger Things.
That's not where that comes from, I think. It's an old D&D thing.
Yes,
or is
but
it actually...
yeah, but then they have all the D&D stuff in Stranger Things.
Oh, do they?
They just give the name. The main characters play D&D, so they give them D&D names to. Yeah, so it kind of makes sense, I guess. It's not like there actually is a Demogorgon. It's just there's a creature, and they know what a Demogorgon is, so they call it that.
Yeah.
All right, this is the goose.
I'm not giving you anything.
Over my dead body.
They are,
I reject
Durgo.
this verdict.
Well, I expected as much. And he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. Now what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
She has a point.
Strangling the goose.
A dead goose lies between the quarreling peasants, the obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle the dispute, she'd better do it quickly. It will come to fisticuffs in a moment. It seems the neighbors quarreled over a goose strangled in the act of revenge, a classic of the genre. Of course, I don't have heart.
Nope.
That's the one I don't have.
Why don't
Oh, I
you
do.
Relax and listen to the words of a wise woman.
I guess I do.
All in all, I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
Yay!
Step over the dead goose, too. Make sure no one can have it.
Every time you step on it, you just hear a little...
Start doing slam poetry about how the ghost is loose, lost its juice,
Plus, unless you let it hang upside down from the cut, it's just gonna get, like, awful inside.
So, my dear son, my heart is crying. Have I harmed you so that you do not write me like this, that you renounce your legacy, your land, and your blood? I never said a word to you when you refused to farm with us, nor when you went to Tiflis to study, and now you're calling us stupid? Backward? You repeat after that rector of yours, Chudiki, that Georgian, your language is the language of good dogs, and that you want to write to me only in Russian? Child, Georgia flows in your blood. She is the salt in your tears and the glue in your bones. You will not renounce her. You can't, That's sad. Chris.
Diary of an Oblate priest. They say that every nation has its demons, its phantoms, ghosts, and nightmares were created to make naughty children behave. But I have gone halfway around the world preaching the word of God and learned the truth. These demons, fiends, devils cursed by gods are real, and they are everywhere. In distant Sirmia, people whisper the name Bukovek, a cruel beast whose presence brings wrath and commands people to inflict violence on their neighbors. A fairy tale, you say, but I have seen Bukovek. Here in practical story. I've heard the rattle of his chains and felt his fangs digging into my neck and tugging at every fiber of my soul. And I felt the fury of his wrath this wraith brings with it. The anger from which there is no escape, the taste of blood in my mouth that no prayer can erase. May the holy walls of the Oblate Church stop this beast. Blessed Virgin, keep me safe.
Oof. Yeah, barely anybody slamming into each other. Yeah, it should be roller derby, but they have to do poetry. That would be amazing, yeah.
Shit, son, yes.
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Something continues to elude me. Keep searching. I'm not going to accuse her of taking advantage of superstitious villagers. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just show up.
Walking around as a miracle worker. She's a fake. I'm the real miracle worker.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come back when I can say something constructive, lady. I don't want to
After you read
you.
out that her son has abandoned her. Even your son thinks you are fake.
What kind of magic is that? I've never seen anything like it. I'm sorry, Bogdan. I'm sorry. I mean, it's all... I mean, I guess we gotta go see Rasputin. There was a cat that really was gone.
That's one thing I'd like to see in one of these games. You know how, like, there is walls where you can't travel through, like, bounding boxes and whatnot? Yeah. Have it so, like, cats and dogs don't have to obey them and can just go their own ways. So, like, a cat could just jump over the fence, or a dog could, like, squirrel through a hole at the bottom of the wall. That sort of thing.
I've seen that in games.
But where it's not scripted, where it's just, like, dynamic. Can you climb to the roof?
No.
There's a ladder right there.
I know there is. It's dumb, isn't it?
Just the roof?
Yeah, like the awning of the inn.
The roof is on fire?
No, but there was a ladder there.
Sex is on fire.
Yeah. Just be that guy who randomly climbs up every ladder you see.
Oh, I want to
just run into the mists.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
I gotta keep looking,
I'll be right back.
Using Tau-Moe-Targ, you can manipulate people. First, you need to know a person's secrets, which you can learn by making conclusions. If the manipulation is available, the character interaction icon will change, and the Upir will appear next to the character.
Oopa.
Yeah.
The shovel still showed traces of mud and ice. The coachman had to free the wagon's wheels from the soft soil that engulfed them. The coachman used the rag to wipe the sweat from his forehead. The rag reeked with the sour odor of fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like a fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire, and no one would help. Such was his job. Such was his fate.
Le crunch.
The coachman is tired and weary. He's worked hard at unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is a moment of rest. I can relieve his suffering. Hey, look, it's my buddy.
I can relieve his suffering. I can shoot his horse.
Yeah, or I can shoot him,
I'm thinking you just give him some dreams of not being in pain.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, of course.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to.
You meant to take your dying horse out for a run? Okay.
Get on.
Jesus, the loading is way too fast, huh?
I guess they've designed the loading screens for like non-solid state hard drives, maybe.
Maybe.
What else is out here outside the cemetery?
Nothing.
See if you can find any graves that are just outside of it. Just like walk around the outer edges. Because that was a very classic thing that happened for people who died before they could be baptized and like.
They wanted to be close to their family, but they couldn't be buried on consecrated ground, so they just put them on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair compromise, I suppose, if you have to.
I've got some relatives like that. Elder Vasily's grave. Elder Vasily died only a year ago, and his tombstone has clearly already been damaged. Why? Some strikes against stone, heavy, guided by a hateful hand. The blows carry anger, despair. Yes. The tombstone cracks and crumbles, but it's not enough. Death is not enough. Vandalizing a grave is not enough. Nothing will ever be enough.
Vasily did something very, 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 very bad, huh?
Or someone thinks he did. Because it's like becoming a new manager. Don't blame your first mistake on yourself. Blame it on the previous management.
Bingo.
Nice. You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Tau-Moe-Targ?
I see him. My Uper. He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in the cemetery.
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way.
And yeah, I refuse to restrain my joy.
I'm glad I could help.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet.
I hope the other
Today
people
I'm
can't
just
hear
praying
him
for
saying
rest
that.
for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss.
They can.
He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see, to them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafits.
Is this man who heals people with words and who has witnessed this thaumaturge saying, "Oh no, it's all in your head. There are no monsters out there"?
Yeah.
Is he really doing that?
Everybody acts that way about their... Well, not everybody, but you know what I mean. Too many people.
There's no monsters here.
Your nonsense, that's ridiculous. Now come, if you'll pay attention to my nonsense. Locals say that since the death of the village elder, a doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into bloody fights, and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good.
What changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed, before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasili's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
It's the thundercloud that's been hovering over the village for 13 days. That is dark
shooting
forces.
sky high,
Thunder.
and him
Thunder.
burning, swearing,
Thundercloud.
speaking curses.
Hover.
And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a
Also the
profane
upside down
place
rainbow.
now. A wicked spirit has
That's normal.
taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
I want to encourage her.
This could also be the work of a Salita.
What do you mean?
Man, that guy's always in the background praying, I swear.
Elder
Hey.
Vasili's death was not peaceful. The elder died in the flames that consumed his house. The ruins are thought to be cursed, and locals speak of them with horror, and I want to get her going again.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir.
Alright, what's up?
This could...
The guy's just got to have his prayer going on. You know how it is.
Hey.
Some people do work, some people pray. He's a prayer.
I had a dream, a vision.
Hope and a prayer.
On the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Saluto. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit.
They might be talking about a train.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant
That is
fangs?
not even remotely specific enough, huh?
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasili's soul to rest for today. Amen.
The woman in the cemetery claims the village is hunted by a lich. His name is Bukovac.
Yeah. So, Koshki is one of the first fictional liches in mythology, because he hid his soul inside of a needle that he stuck inside of a hen's egg that he stuck inside of a frog, and like there's like 7 layers deep. He stuck his soul inside of things. It's like it's this big old story.
A peaceful and happy village? Not quite. The villagers are riled up and on the point of breaking, laying the blame of their troubles on the actions of the Bukovac. They're trying to defend themselves against the dark force with folk methods.
I don't want to go into the dark place in Russia. That sounds more worse than usual.
Yeah, lich comes from Slavic. The first reference to a lich comes from Slavic folklore.
Oh.
Need a ride, gents?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that is Koshki the Deathless.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah. There's a serial fiction that I read that pretends Koshki the Deathless was something that happened in an actual world of magic, and he just wakes up 10,000 years later and the rules have changed, and he's just trying to figure out how things have changed. It's very slice of life for a lich protagonist.
You know, I always thought like one of the reasons why liches were evil is that they just come from a different time. Imagine like a lich comes from like, you know, the Roman Empire. What they think is normal, we would think would be atrocious. So it'd be like, yeah, of course they're evil.
Yeah, but a lot of what we do they would consider atrocious.
Right, but that's kind of the point, is that
yeah,
maybe they're
true.
evil because they're from a different time and they just
Yeah.
have different, you know, viewpoints.
And they might, like, they're so old, their memories and habits can't change. Actions and habits can't change.
Tell us about the door frame, Lone Wolf.
Thick lines of wood grain are visible on the frame. They arrange themselves into word carved sharply, as if by a chisel. They scream about and attempt to break down the door, about the hinges finally letting go. They scream into the space that doesn't respond. Fear has embedded itself deep in the fabric of the doorframe. Fear of the flames, and trepidation about losing a loved one.
Impetuous person.
Bastard.
There was something else in the house.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking around the whole property.
Where is it?
There.
So much suffering.
A charred old trouser belt with a heavy metal buckle. The buckle cuts through leather like a razor. It's no longer a boring piece of clothing, but a tormentor's tool that descends on exposed flesh like a vulture. It pecks at it, leaving carmine wounds. Once, twice, thrice. It cuts deep, all the way to the soul.
I don't like the word carmine there.
It's a good usage.
I don't like it, though. They could have just said red.
Where in the world is Carmine San Diego, huh?
Heyo.
Is that why her name is Carmen and she wears a red hat?
Oh, shit. Did you crack it?
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
True fear.
Chris.
A charred rag doll. It appears old. The doll is caked with a hard crust of fear. Its layers are like the varnish on an age-old painting. A child's fear. A girl's terror. A young woman's dread. They form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes.
Trace certain. Vesna.
Vesna had something to do with this. Did apples cause the fire?
It must be.
Apples the horse.
There's literally no other explanation. It's apples.
A horrible death.
Chris.
A dried bloodstain. It is soaked deep into the burned boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors wasn't large, but it was Life left the body, the heart went into a spasm, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, and then the flames came, and the pain resounded anew.
Kind
Oh,
of
there's another one of those charms in the ceiling.
Oh, what? Oh, so there is. Kind of sounds like this dude might have deserved it.
Step into the squared circle.
Opier, what do you have to say about this, friend?
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. Granada gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give him back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
The same trace can be felt on the rag doll and the item dropped by the woman. Vesna smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling. Her fingers are stiff from anxiety and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. I may be able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Tau-Moe-Targ. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
More deserters, really?
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's
You're
army?
still not the Tsar's men.
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
You know, I will give a proud answer. Yes, and I can do it again.
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
I just want to be moderate
He's not
about
as
it.
weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still low.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Are you gonna help or okay?
So you can't draw
That'd
the attack
hurt.
onto one of your slots? One on the right?
I can.
Then why aren't you possibly throwing it on one of them?
Why would I? These are all good bonuses for
Like, no, doesn't it give you like a fourth attack? Instead of just the 3 you have?
The fourth attack is when they've had their focus annihilated. That's the concussion, remember?
Okay, yeah.
Hey. And Bone Daddy does believe in me, and I believe in Bone Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
How much focus you got, boy? One. Oh no, but then this happened.
My liver.
Ow, my suit. My teeth.
Didn't need a shooter.
Punch the hat off his silly face.
Okay.
Ranch go his soul.
Yeah, I'll take a few health points. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, never mind, he's dead. Yeah, let's break his brain. Dude, at that point, just run, huh?
No. He's got to get a bonus concussion. It's free, you see, and would you ever turn down free? It's a free thing.
$3.99.
Yeah.
And
One to the gonads,
stabbed.
one to the brain. And then one through the spine.
Thanks for your blood, friend.
You're right, sir.
Me? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're right?
Ooh, he found power and he
Call
wants
me
it.
Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
North Pacific Tree Octopus, we're playing 1910 Russian Slav blood mage. Just really weak blood mage right now. Maybe not blood mage, maybe more like
I'm not
Cthulhian
blood mage. I pull
more
on
like a
flaws and such.
Yeah.
Cthulhian is overused.
I mean, it kind like you're literally using an Uthir to do half of your work for you. Yeah. You're not allowed to leave town. It's too cold out.
You will die.
Yeah.
Can I pet the dog again? Aww. Damn, the women in this village are thick.
They have good harvest, you see. Many potato turned into much drinkable potato.
They're strong like bear.
Yes.
What do we have here?
You've been going in so many circles.
And that tragedy at the Elder's farm, did it affect people badly?
Did he just say
Yes,
tragedy?
He was like an icon to some folk here.
But I found out he could be heavy-handed.
He was a drinker and a beater. So, some folk here don't miss him one bit.
Yeah, you went to the wrong
Have
woman's
you got
house.
Many more nosy questions?
Nope, I knew what I was doing. I wanted her take on it. Reveals that
Fair.
Vesna sought help from her regarding her father's behavior. She was fed up with the violence he was inflicting on her.
Well then, I
told ya.
Oh man, if there was an evil path you could take where you don't bring back the doll, you bring back the father's belt. Hey, evil path, I said. Evil path.
Evil!
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at the Vasilis' burned-out farmstead. Lucas sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
The shaft of the axe bears a distinct trace of Luca. It's identical to the one on the doorframe of the burned homestead.
Giggity.
Let's see if there's more stuff to find. What's that book tucked into his belt for?
Why does he keep clicking his fingers at it? Doesn't he know that's irritating all of us?
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Too bad.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
It's clear that this is not the first time Vesna has threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best reputation in the village.
Does he not have a good as mustache as me?
Residents see Luca as a sullen churl and a recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasili's house on the night the murder and fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please, just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
I feel like I don't want to do that too much.
I would avoid doing that one myself, yeah.
I think I've got something of yours. I found it by your father's burned-out farmhouse. You've imprinted your fear onto it. I know because I'm a Tau-Moe-Targ. I want to help.
What do you want to know?
Where can I find your husband?
In the clearing by the forest. He's chopping wood with the others.
Thank you.
Get that thing out of here.
Can I knock on her door again? Aww.
No. The geese are having a conference.
The goosening.
Mm-hmm. One man to lead them. So, like, you can't pull that strong attack around? Yeah.
No, hang on, I'll show you.
Yeah, because maybe I missed that part of the tutorial.
That's concussion. I gotta do it when I remove their focus.
So you can't, so you can't click that one and move it around?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I think those are upgraded attacks.
No, I thought you could kind of pull it down underneath that to damage over time.
No.
Yeah. I was kind of hopeful for a second this had like a really weird and intricate combat system where you could mix and match attacks and abilities. Captain Canada, Lord of the Geese.
Captain.
Again.
Poor
This
guy.
time it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Leave me
Almost
alone,
finished.
Rasputin.
I know who's attracting the Bukavac.
Can you reveal
He be
that?
disputing that Rasputin.
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that cell?
Is there a cat behind
Yes,
Richter?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Despite the risk.
I just heard him
I
meow.
hope I can persuade you to come
Yeah.
with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I don't even know what I asked because I'm busy watching the cat.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
No, don't. Yeah, I want to pet. I wanted to see if I could pet the cat. I hope I found everything I could ask the lady about, because her cooperation's important. This is about where the demo finishes.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Saliter here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Saliter is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
Murder?
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, Turbocharge. Vesna's flaw is mine, and yours.
Wow.
The tutorial is over.
Yeah.
Are you prepared for a combat?
To defeat a wild Salutory, you must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bard tells you in the wild Salutory sends more enemies against you. Okay.
Interesting.
Ooh. And I'll take my chances. I want to save that for investigation instead.
We should get the chat sometimes to vote on it.
Owie.
Right in the chin.
Doom. Yeah, I want to do the thingy that says...
You are suffering. What kind of state? Hover over your debuff. What is it?
Receives damage at the end of every turn. The effect stacks, but I can...
4 rounds of
But
suffering.
I can do Liberium Veto that removes negative effects.
And your suffering is gone. The Buovac is probably about 2 turns before adding a new.
Yeah. I should have punched him to interrupt and let what's-his-face do the thing.
And that one is dead. The lady. And I wonder who the old man is supposed to be. The one she killed?
Maybe.
So far, I'm honestly liking this game way more than the last 2 games we've streamed together.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. It's giving me very much more well done, but very Winter Voices vibes. It is a game I truly enjoyed, but I heartily do not recommend anyone ever play it.
Why mess with success, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I can fight the other dude the normal way. Owie.
Yeah. Winter Voices was a RPG where you don't get powers. You get coping mechanisms for your trauma that you have to fight. It was a weird game.
Ow. But he's about to be! Oh my god.
And now you are suffering. That did less than I thought it would.
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Tau-Moe-Targ. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
You defeated Bukovac, the D-Dimension Salutor, but you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Salutor won't obey your orders, stops you from developing, and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. You've achieved the unachievable.
Ooh.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you... why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine. I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
I might have done this imperfectly. Oh. Oh. Can I remind Luca of the proof that he loves Vesna?
Think, Luca. Your feelings for Vesna are still true, I know that. Hear out her reasons before you do anything.
Okay. You two better not come back to the village. As if we wanted to.
Well, shit. I think I fucked that up.
I think you're doing okay.
No, I got a different ending from the demo.
They might have changed it since then.
That is absolutely true, too.
Because, like, you know, they wouldn't want the demo to give people preconceptions that you have to play it this way.
Oh my god, this guy. This guy!
Excuse me, sir? Do you happen to know when the train arrives?
I'm looking for the train to Albuquerque.
No more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
You took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, guys.
And even to the ocean, you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir, the places I've been, I just can't get to Albuquerque.
I publicly shamed the devs for this, by the way. It was in the demo, and I shamed them for it. On the Discord, Alright, let's take our next 5-minute break, if that's alright.
That's cool.
Yep.
We shall be back in 5.
Well, my apologies, folks, for having slowing down the banter. I'm getting a little sleepy.
Oh, no need to apologize. It's just the way it is sometimes.
Yeah, it's been a long week. How about yourself, Lone Wolf? How's your week been?
It's been pretty good. Mostly uneventful, which is nice.
Nice. That's not bad.
Went and took my my son out to lunch for just to hang out with him and, you know, just do some stuff, and that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back, and now we're here.
Cool. Yeah. I just got off a pretty long week working at the greenhouse. We're doing startup right now, so I think I moved probably, what would that be? Over about 4 days. Every day. I moved about a cubic meter of potting soil in pots, about 300 feet.
Dang.
Including, you know, the filling of it, planting the plants, and that. It was mostly in just about half-gallon pots for the most part, because these are just seedlings. But yeah, it's after a while, it just started to wear on you. And plus, those greenhouses are, I'd say, like, by about 11 o'clock, I was in shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, I bet. They can get really, really warm.
Yeah, at 4 p.m., I was just sweating buckets. I'm glad come mid-April, I got to be working mostly outdoors. But right now, we're since they do it in like a small rural town, they're really short-staffed, so they're calling me to step up and do the thing. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Also, kind of sucks that there's no cell phone or Wi-Fi out that way. But
yeah, that can really suck sometimes.
Yeah.
Like where I live, I'm surprised sometimes where I'll get phone access, like out in the middle of the woods.
Oh, I can't even get texting.
Yeah, I've flown into lakes and stuff and been at cabins in the middle of nowhere, and I have like 3 or 4 bars.
Mm-hmm.
I can stream YouTube if I want it there.
Yeah, I don't mind that on occasion. It's just when it's day in and day out, it just starts to grind after a little while.
What
Like,
does?
I do enjoy the urban life. I will admit this. I grew up the country boy, the farm boy. I like the city. Not a big city, but a small city.
Tell us about the Bukovac, Chris.
The Bukovac. The Bukovacs are sometimes mentioned in the tales and legends of Cimmeria, a part of the kingdom of Slavonia. They personify brutal force and the inexorable punishment for the sins of which it is bound to come. That is why they are attracted to flaws bred by forbidden acts, like the district governor's Vasil's murder. My Bukovac followed Vesna, a peasant girl from Caucasia with a dramatic past. He uses offensive state-based skills perfect for finishing off heavily injured enemies. I have never in fiction met or read about a Vasil who's been a good character. They've always been the most evil sort.
A preacher, a mystic who used to heal St. Petersburg elites not long ago. I found him in a small village in Transcaucasia. They call him a mad monk or even a quack and a fraud. To me, he's the last hope for a cure. It will not be an overstatement if I say he saved my life. Without his mysterious powers, I would have gone mad. I think that means I owe him, and yet I cannot help thinking how strange he is. I still cannot crack this. I'm not infallible. I was certain it was Luca who had the flaw, but it turned out to be his wife who lured Bukovac here. Her flaw was brought out by a family tragedy. Vesna killed her violent father, seeing no other way to save herself.
I do like games that have an in-game wiki, and strangely enough, it's more often Slavic games that have that, with Civ as the odd exception. That and, strangely enough, and it's really hitting, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Although it's really hard to access the in-game wiki, because you have to build it yourself, sort of. You have to take photos of the monsters, and they have to be high quality. Or they can be low quality, but you might have incorrect information. Could you double up upgrades onto the same thing?
Only if it has space for it.
But like, can you put perfect efficiency on strong attack?
I can, but there's no point. It's only 1 extra damage.
Ah.
At the end of every round, max 4 times. Ooh, suffering.
What does influence deal? Is it just always -1 focus?
There's influence skills, but...
Mm-hmm.
There.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail.
Oh,
My
yeah.
condolences about your father.
I don't think you get to be the one to give that news, buddy.
Why not?
The fucking telegram.
Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came
Strange,
to say
huh?
goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
His last words were, "You're a loser."
To do now.
I have to bury my father in Warsaw. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
Your question sounded like a threat.
Because it is, for all of us. I have the skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brains.
What are the odds of that happening?
I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging.
Never gonna happen.
This
Unlikely
hasn't
at
happened
best.
yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Time to get on the choo-choo bus. There's a full moon tonight. I have a feeling this is going to be a longer game, isn't it?
Maybe. But hey, we made it to the title card in the first stream. That's pretty good.
2.5 hours.
Store and restaurant owners are inventing French names for establishments to avoid putting the Russian variants on signs. Très rusé. I did it.
Remember, guards will find you if you crack the cobbles. Don't smash people's heads into them too hard, that after all.
Or do.
What are the odds Franz Ferdinand dies on a street?
Well, not with his head cracked
Like
open.
he's an archduke, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. If anything, he'll get shot.
What are the odds of that happening?
Depends on how many guns you sell to people who hate you.
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
That was a surprisingly friendly wake-up call from a soldier.
Bringing you back. You hadn't thought of ever returning here?
When the tank.
Let's read him what the papers say about Warsaw.
The only person I consider close is my sister, but Varsovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive material.
Ooh, which means there's more stuff
They're
coming.
also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty...
Dutch pomade!
Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Go back to reading
Even
the
without my
paper.
powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three petitions. Miners, steelworkers, governors, maids, speculators, thieves. I've gotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
No.
There's a terrified woman riding
Look
with
straight
us.
out of Hogwarts.
She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something. Because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the horse.
Hey, Jesus didn't.
Head on the line. Welcome
He
to
literally
Warsaw.
didn't.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
Oh, on your couch.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
Your roof looks comfortable. You may call me.
Slav squats his way out of there.
Yeah. It was only earlier last year that I learned what the etymology of the word Slav was. It's an Arabic word.
Slave, right?
Yeah. Well, no, slave comes from Slavs.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're not people, they're Slavs.
Slovenly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we had an earthquake earlier today. Either that or my
Really?
house decided to do the chimichanga side to side.
How big?
Oh, not very big. Just sort of like a swaying feeling that only lasted a couple seconds. Like being rocked, sort of. Let's find out. Past 24 hours. Hamilton, I guess. No earthquake. Really? I wonder what the fuck that was.
Might have been someone doing some blasting or a river unthawing and letting go.
Maybe.
A river thawing, I should. Yeah. I don't think Noot lives in near anywhere where it has hills for mudslides, but I could be wrong.
Not really. Grand River, I guess. That's carved.
Maybe.
That's carved a bit of a trench. Someone was rocking my Casbah.
When people unite, empires fall.
Shaking the boots.
They covered up the Russian sign.
It turns out, you know, when you get a chill when someone in the future walks over your grave. Well, it turns out your grave is in a centrifuge, and they just turn it on.
Or geese. Geese can walk on your grave too.
Honk.
Honk.
Actually, we have a bunch of geese which, where I live, they breed out in a graveyard.
My mom's friend has a pet goose called Ryan Gosling.
Excellent.
Somebody tried to convince me that it should be Ryan Goosling, and I just didn't know how to correct him. We ended up agreeing to disagree on that one.
Well, when he was a Gosling, he would be Ryan Gosling. He just didn't grow into his name.
No, Gooseling. They wanted me to call it. They said it should be Ryan Goosling, and I was like, I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah. No, but it is. It's a Gosling.
What the fuck is a Gooseling then?
It's a made-up word they're pronouncing wrong.
Exactly. But it was in text. So
maybe it's like the
did it
opposite of a super duck, where it's like, you know, sometimes when ducks and geese will crossbreed and make just this mutant that's huge.
Remember in House of Many Doors, we shit, did I help them close the circle, or did I sabotage it and try to No, I helped them close the goose summoning circle because I didn't have the guile skill to to make the problem worse.
Yeah.
You'll have to see that sometime, Lone Wolf. It's a fun game.
Yeah, for sure.
Nonetheless, with how geese and ducks can sometimes crossbreed, and you get a duck that's the size of a goose.
Hold up.
I'm imagining occasionally it might go the other way, and you get like a goose that's only the size of a duck. It's like a permanently midget goose. Menu.
Twice the fury.
Yeah. Castaventia restaurant menu: borscht or broth, fruit soup, cottage with crayfish, goose and jelly, young turkey, romaine lettuce, pan-seared, saffron milk cups, cucumber salad with no cucumber, compote, cream with chocolate, pears a la Otero, cup of green gages, mocha, black coffee, local lager, English porter, provisioned caviar, and snacks.
Yummy.
Just so everyone's aware, stewed seafood at this time is still pretty vile, in that they don't take the shell off when you eat it.
Tell us about the Daily Courier, Lone Wolf.
Tragedy on Masrowski Street. Several people have died in a building collapse, including respected Warsaw entrepreneur Stanislav Solowski. No one seems to know the cause of the accident.
Oh shit! Dad was killed in a building collapse.
Yeah, destruction of the building or deliberate attack. All we know is that not to have been foreseen. Shock and awe. The tenants housed the inhibitors by 4 families. 3 of them are now mourning after losing their loved ones. The Bugoslavskis lost their children. Mr. and Mrs. Grodrecki lost their lives, and Frankiskes Konchowski, the owner of the pram and linen factory warehouse, perished in the collapse. The case is being investigated by the police, while residents are advised caution when walking in the city streets.
Yeah, Stanislav Shulsky is my dad.
Dang.
All sorts come here these days. I can never catch a streetcar. Well, you a slow boy then, huh? Oh, he also can never catch... Jesus Christ, these guys can never catch a streetcar!
They're not runners.
What are you staring at? I can never catch a streetcar.
No, someone's boots are still soiled.
What's that thing on your head? Please do something about it, please.
Where?
I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck he's talking to. Jesus. Brothers!
Revolutionary leaflets.
Oh, go ahead.
Brothers! The 11-hour workdays are killing us. Let's follow the example of the workers in German and English factories and fight to redefine them to 9 working hours. Join the strike. Put down your tools and join the fight for our future.
A 9-hour workday? What's next? An 8-hour workday? Give me a fucking break.
Next, you're gonna say it's only 35-hour or 30-hour work weeks, and then it's overtime. What's this overtime? That's commie
What
talk.
the fuck is overtime? The Daily Courier, the latest news. The chief of police of the city of Varso hereby informs the general public that in connection with their majesty's visit, the number of units patrolling the streets on this day will be doubled. In particular, constables will be on the lookout for groups of troublemakers that have been gathering more and more recently near major thoroughfares to protest against thaumaturges and demand that His Majesty officially condemn thaumaturges as charlatans and a menace to humanity. Yesterday, near Ramarska Street, the police arrested 15 people who protested loudly and disrupted traffic, demanding that thaumaturgy be punishable by death. The protesters were intoxicated and started a fight with the police.
Thanks for the 21 months. They're uprising 21-23.
Dang, yeah, that's a whole lot of months.
Yeah.
Lonewolf.
Alright. Anti-thaumaturge leaflets. Citizens, beware of thaumaturges who act in secret, plotting to bring down the economy and thus take complete control over our society. Let us protect our children from those degenerates waiting for the right moment to take control over the most innocuous minds and soul. Let us rid of those parasites. Recent research shows that thaumaturges' brains are burned out of thoughts that go against nature, hence they cannot be treated equally to normal people. Let us act now before it is too late.
This is an allegory for certain people, huh?
Yeah, thaumaturges.
Oh yeah, totally. It's an allegory for the thing it is, definitely. Aslan in Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was an allegory for Aslan in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
He was just lying.
Yeah, it was an allegory for Big Cat.
Chris, tell us about the wanted notice.
Wanted notice. To all police chiefs of Warsaw, beware No, Abrisi.
Didn't we hear that name earlier?
Nidzik, leader of the Shivs gang, recently seen near Wiersbo Street. Description: hair blonde, eyes blue, face round, stature sizable. Distinctive marks: dark circles under his eyes, signifying exceptional anger.
What the fuck does that even mean?
He is a thief and a murderer, particularly active in the Shrodmisier area. Whoever notifies the authorities of his whereabouts will be or contributes to his apprehension shall be rewarded. You may be rewarded with the
if he's the one I know,
with the friendships you made along the way.
The rewards of turning people in is being turned in yourself.
I saw more stuff to read. I forget where it is, though.
Left. More left. More left. More left.
Thank you.
Yeah. The County Weekly Magazine. Change of Warsaw's Governor General. Today, the Supreme Order of August 28th was announced. The Governor General of Warsaw, Commander of the Warsaw Military District, Adjutant General Mark Summerwatch, will be released from his current duties while retaining the title of Adjutant General. He will be replaced by his second-in-command, Adjutant General Scowlock.
Did he just get swapped places with his subordinate?
It's a good way to shift blame around in tumultuous times. You just have people, play musical chairs. You keep blaming the previous office, not necessarily the person.
The Varso Courier. Their Majesties have arrived. When this issue of the Courier is in your hands, the ancient city of Varso will be receiving its most distinguished guests. His Majesty Nikolai II, the Emperor of all Russia, the King of Poland, and Grand Duke of Finland, and Her Royal Highness Serena Alexa Fyodorovna will arrive in our city this afternoon. This will be the Royal Company's first visit to Varso. On the long-awaited and joyous occasion, our city has taken up a festive appearance. Streets have been adorned with festoons of flowers and greenery, and the entire area that the royal procession will pass through is filled with crowds of people wishing to pay homage to the Majesties on behalf of Varso and all of the kingdom. And with that vow of loyal allegiance, Polish hearts send to the throne a quiet echo of fervent desires and lasting comfort. These arise from His Majesty's words, who declared in his grand manifestos that his ultimate goal was to ensure the happiness of all his loyal subjects and to discern all his loyal subjects' needs. These gracious words from the sovereign have become a source of comfort for the people of the Kingdom of Poland. And in the name of that comfort, the Polish people under Russian rule are happy to greet His Majesty today, trusting their substantial needs will be recognized and ready for civic and public service.
Is he trying to pull a Hans Davian?
I don't know. You'll have to explain. Yeah.
No, they show up and say, I give to you my bride-to-be, Poland. It's my wedding gift to you. To the delight and exclamations of the Poles.
And that's how the next war happened.
Yeah. You know how much chutzpah that would take? Just go to your neighboring nations.
Before, have you just read it?
I've just read it, yeah.
Chutzpah.
Chutzpah. It takes a large amount of chutzpah to, I've used it wrong a lot, to, show up to the neighboring nation's capital and say, you know what, I'm going to give this capital away to my bride.
Act 1, the city that does not forget. Look at all that gibberish nonsense written on the signs. Bunch of idiots. Bunch of mooks.
Why such a crowd?
A circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers.
I could just fucking shoot this dude, He's like right there.
When socialists
Maybe I'll just start a World War One.
I guess things were different back then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
To dent this sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald. This demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this
Uprising said, become the history. Shoot him.
I saw.
To the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None. Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
He sure knows how to unite.
That wasn't so much an allegory as an outright statement.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Время террора закончилось. Иди нахуй!
I don't think that's what they wanted to hear.
As Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestovать.
Did you say arrest that man?
Mm-hmm. Either that or beat him to death.
Yeah, but it sounded like you said arrest.
Yeah. And I redeemed a posture check, so everybody make sure you're sitting up straight. It's been a late day.
In their sense of time.
Oh, yeah,
of
pretzel
course,
shake.
now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samobladanie, Polyaki. We want that rebel. The Loudmouth.
Damn.
Did she just drop a bullet?
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please
Her Benoit
kneel and
balls.
tie my shoe.
Say you think she took you for one of your lackeys. She very, very much wants to show me something, obviously.
I didn't dare suggest it myself.
I heard whatever it was drop. Yep.
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this.
She just
The
dropped
military
another.
is just looking for an
No, that's
excuse
them
to
in my
suppress
hand.
the crowd. And these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
So she's just inserting clips of ammo up there, huh?
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
Leave.
Leave.
I think
Oh.
I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go.
Oh, she knows.
Good evening there,
I'd take
TK.
that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
I hope you
Interesting
are
strategy.
doing well as good.
We are definitely dumbasses,
Who are
thank you.
Really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
Yeah.
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely.
Well,
I'm going to
TK,
take
I
a
was
look
feeling very pretty today. Thank you very much for the compliment.
Wanda, whom I met during the kettling incident, has asked me
Did you
to
leave the bullets on the
inconspicuously help her.
ground?
Bullets.
You
that-
left the
oh my god! Small bullets carry big emotions. Hope, because they were meant to benefit the cause. Fear, which in these difficult times makes its way to even the hardest of hearts. and determination, the companion of courage, without which it would be impossible to face reality. Each bullet was hidden in the nooks and crannies of the undergarment with care and precision, just like the previous time, and the time before that. This is nothing new for the person who took the risk.
Giggity.
So I probably think talking to the Gondorman would be, the soldiers would be the bad idea. Talk to the other people first.
Belt-fed ammo starts pouring out.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a good idea?
Just an entire belt of 50 cal.
Yeah, just
no, the whole belt.
My whole life on my knees, kissing Ruski's ass.
Yeah.
Do you realize blood is about to be spilled? And that it might be mine?
Fuck off.
I was gonna offer to help him.
The workers' leader
Do you think
is...
it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want? My whole life on my knees?
I was trying to keep from dragging ordinary people into the fight. They won't expect us to strike first. How many are coming with us?
Let's see for ourselves.
Ooh.
Oh, apparently I made a decision, huh?
You did. I guess you could have talked to the guards and sided with them. Actually, no. Don't load. Play this out, and then we end the stream, and you could reload your autosave.
I might.
Oh, you might lose your autosave. That's right.
Yeah. Let's take a look around.
Yeah.
If you like the smell of sweat, urine, and vomit, or the sight of piss on gateways, walls, and lampposts, this part of Varso is for you.
Woo woo!
Making piss.
Lampposting.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment to arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodi will be home in November.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Polyak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno, scrum. Dawaj.
I can just take the heat for it. We'll keep searching.
You haven't found the bullets yet. Remember, you autosaved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but that would be to rat her out, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I think you have to search beside the Gondormans. No. Well, you could just run past them a little bit.
The police barrier meant to help with keeping order. The seemingly ordinary barrier carries the memory of a hand whose firm grip represents the determination of the one who controls it. It was the gendarme commander who set up the barrier, carrying in his heart a desire to return to the warmth of his home. All he needed was a scapegoat.
Okay, I see. I think... Can you save now?
I might. I'm gonna do the non-aggressive start the fight
what
thing.
Do you want? My whole life on my knees?
Do you want bloodshed here?
You realize blood is about to be spilled, and that it might...
Fuck off.
Because I think you can talk to the police and just get them to send them home.
The workers' leader is a charismatic man whose words greatly move the crowd. He will not keep quiet, even if it means ending up in a cell. He sounds like a good scapegoat. The sergeant wants to call it a day and go home as fast as possible. A manhunt entails a lot of work that he'd rather avoid. With a little nudge, he might settle for taking in the agitators and letting the rest go. The workers' leader is perfect for this role.
No, don't stop the workers' leaders. Stop the lady who's going to shoot people.
Still haven't squealed on?
Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition.
Can I explain it to you?
Like, her accent doesn't seem Slavic.
Let's see what the corporal has to say.
I tell you we're going to shoot?
I would go with 2. I don't know about the rest. I mean, sorry, 1. I would go with 1. It would drop the plot line with Wanda completely, but...
Fuck the bourgeois!
Sergeant, one of these Polish dogs is putting it about that your mother's a floozy who never says no to anybody.
Which one?
Me.
Ah! Me?
Oh, you're gonna fight alone now.
I am indeed, huh? I think I still want to use Oop here. Can I select you as my Salutor? Yep.
Oh.
Pride.
Pride cometh before a fall.
Okay, so it changes each of the dimensions. See, so can you expand the one past Uthir?
I think so. Action, reaction? What's that do? New skill?
I think...
Punch him in the dick.
Yeah, I think it's a riposte. Repo? I don't know what the right way to pronounce that word is. Sorry?
Riposte.
Riposte? Okay. Is like how it's spelled then. Inflicts damage.
Oh, it's a quick attack, but faster, it looks like.
Okay. You might need a 2 upgrade one. No.
Alright.
So I guess you can only put 1 in each one. You have to find ones that are a 2 or a 3.
We fighting. Focus deprivation will be more effective against this enemy.
Which makes sense. They're both slow to act.
Oh, enemy reinforcements. That's not good.
You are standing right beside a whole bunch of others.
That's true. It's to point enemies in the suffering state like that, you mean?
Hover over their debuff for me for a second.
It's just suffering,
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, what kind of enemy will you be fighting later that needs 4 stacks of suffering?
I don't know.
Emo.
But, like, that would be up to 16 damage a turn.
Emo vampire.
Ow. Oh, that hit hard.
Yeah, rabbit punch him in the dick.
Oh, he's suffering. He's gonna take damage anyway.
Yeah, I think you only need to do, like, a small attack on him. Whereas the other guy has tons of focus, so it's gonna be hard to take him down.
Oh, you bastard!
Hmm.
There we go.
And he's gonna respond.
Yeah. Sadly so.
And you may take him down with that. Or never mind.
Oh. Enemies have traits that makes them immune to your attack. Traits are related to different dimensions and they can be disabled. To disable an enemy's strat, take them with a ability that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note that you don't have the required dimension for it, so you can take away all the opponent's focus and launch a strong attack. Okay. Tell me about your dimension, boy. Heart, huh? Attack with Upier to disable. That's what I'm doing.
And he has 8 focus.
$17 damage. Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, it does more damage the more healed they are.
I can't. Yeah, diversion because I can't really do anything.
Well, I don't think there's much point reducing their focus.
Yeah,
he's got 8 focus.
that's a good point. Shit.
Yeah.
But I can only do one damage.
Give him the old dick twist.
Yeah, do the wound. Do like on.
Oh, I can do a planned attack because it would push me past.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my! Ow!
Ping! Yeah, you could just take him down right there.
Jeez. I didn't even know I was armed. Oh. Maybe I should have caused a riot, but oh well.
I think there were people fighting behind you.
Name.
Oh, is this your before?
I've lost my grimoire and my
photo?
revolver.
Shulsky. Victor.
Shulsky?
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
No, Tchotchkes.
My condolences.
With all the flair.
Now, profile.
Thank you.
This is your before execution photo.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket.
Looks like Lennon.
Is on the wall.
You better remember that,
Ew.
too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
Huh. I want to take a look at the bucket. Brothers, the 11-hour workday is killing us 8-hour workdays.
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. What did they put such a swell in jail for?
I see.
What about you guys?
Sonny, I've still been running the protection racket with Crook at the Ruzhitsky Bazaar. My dad used to work for him. But that was back in the day. Apart from that, I stay straight. I only hassle the Ruskies when I get a little loaded.
And I'm with the Shivs.
Bullshit. You ain't with the Shivs. Don't you go talking crap about the Shivs, cause I know them. You better give a fuller explanation, cause I lose respect real quick. I'm sensitive about folks like that. Who you from?
No, don't say you're a thaumaturge.
I don't really get what you're asking.
Good thing you're asking and not just running your mouth, like some people. The question is, do you got a backer in town? You set up with somebody?
Ooh, a business opportunity.
Do you work for somebody?
My name's Viktor Shulsky, and I work on my own behalf.
All right. Respect.
First of all,
I am a Tau-Moe-Targ.
Ah.
Now them I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishka.
Oh my god!
He's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin?
Oh my god!
Is my foreskin
Maybe
any
I
of
should have
fucking
warned you
business?
guys.
Well, no. I was just...
My eyes!
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
You should not judge a book by its cover.
A tough guy, like a real Warsaw lad.
I was born here. Now I've come home.
Welcome to Warsaw.
Is that guy pissing on the wall?
No, he's just
thinking about what he did.
Over my dead body.
I'll get to it. I swear to God, I will.
Quick question, by the way. You might want to save soon.
Yeah, I will save. I will see what's up, and I think we'll call it in 5 minutes just to see what's going on here.
Yeah, because I'm getting kind of shut-eye myself. I gotta brush my zoobies and go to bed.
Call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
Yeah.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
Lord Grimace, the Tonk is the true Tonk
of
within all of us.
If I hadn't, I'd already be locked up at the Citadel. I admit your behavior did successfully distract the Ruskies.
Oh,
you're welcome.
All right then.
I did keep everyone from going somewhere worse.
Mug doing in a crummy place like this.
The side note,
Maybe now you can tell me more
Ralphie
about
No
yourself.
Pants passes
You seem to know your way
messages
around this
from
setting.
Varen.
Been here often?
A drunk 9 is a
Take that
sober
as a
4.
compliment.
I
And
see.
sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
I like.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
He kind of looks like Wilson from Don't Starve.
What exactly do your friends do?
I'd be glad to tell you, over coffee and jam donuts.
I'm afraid all these screws might have more questions and want to keep you here longer.
Then you won't just miss out on the pastries, but also an adventure worthy of a great cause.
I like how he's whispering and she's just fucking shouting it.
Shulsky.
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
We need a good-looking corpse for tomorrow's newspaper.
Fearless Wanda, the smuggler of the bullets, proposed a meeting at Burke Rotblitz's. The woman I met during the kettling incident was smuggling bullets in the nooks and crannies of her undergarments. Clearly it wasn't the first time she'd done it. Unfortunately, this time the garter didn't hold and the bullets fell on the pavement. Maybe fates will have us cross paths again. We'll meet at Burke Rotblitz's for jam donuts.
Maybe those bullets are how you shot that officer. You actually had a gun, but you just had no bullets for it.
This yours.
That's a good point. I could have shot the
Then
SAR.
take it and get out of here.
Can I ask why the sudden change of plans? Anyone I should thank?
If he wants to, he'll tell you himself.
Thank you.
The SAR himself? I hope
A Mr. Ferdinand telegrammed us to let you out of there. Something about portents of doom and death.
Wait, I have my own file!
Oh, congratulations! Can you take it?
No. I think this girl's been here before.
Can you take her file? Others have it. Good.
I've been when recruiting for the gendarmerie, it is recommended to reject the following candidates immediately. Persons related to rebels or troublemakers. I'm not saying that. Thaumaturges. Any deviation from these instructions must be very well argued.
I don't think they just let you wander around loosely like this.
It's fine.
No.
Wanted list 1002 Maria Barkova, 54 years old, residing in Warsaw, Old Praga, accused of complicity in stealing 2,000 rubles of Dutch pomade. Wanted. Description: short in stature, black hair, short hazel eyes, 3 scars on the right leg.
1003.
Yeah.
Javiskis Mirosius. Serving time in prison on Delizny Street, escaped from the hospital on Pokorona Street, where he was treated on August 2nd, 1905. Description: tall in stature, frail, small round face, dark hair, small black eyes, small flat nose, 19 years old.
Lonewolf, you read one, it's fun. Bottom one.
103.
No, bottom one.
Bottom one, 104. Ned Ford Isaac, 18 years old, son of Labelus, formerly residing in Minsk, Mazuraki on Luka Street, accused of stealing fowl, then fled in an unascertained direction. Minsk, Makaraxi, August 14th, 1905.
Oh, yeah.
And his boots are still soiled. Wanted notice to all police stations.
Oh, we've already read about this.
Beware this man.
It's Alberici, remember?
Yeah.
I'm just looking for more stuff to read, and then we'll... Must read.
Probably save before leaving the police station. I know this game is fun, but I am...
Pooped?
I'm crashing.
That is fine. I'm just waiting to end it at like the original time. Stanislav Shulsky, widely respected citizen, thaumaturge, philanthropist, entrepreneur, father, and husband, died suddenly August 31st at the age of 64. A service for the repose of the soul will be held at St. Charles Borromeo Church on Saturday, to which his daughter would like to invite all relatives, friends, and acquaintances. And we will call it.
I wonder if you can miss the service.
Yeah, just go partying or go punching people.
Yeah, just punching people, just miss your dad's funeral. Oof.
Man, how could I have stabbed that guy with a sword? I don't have a sword on me.
Yeah, my alibi was that I was at my dad's funeral.
No, my alibi is that I have fists, and this guy was clearly killed by being stabbed with a 200-year-old sword, so... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And furthermore, I was in front of him, and he was clearly stabbed in the back.
He died of heartbreak. His heart broke when the sword went through it.
His heart broke when definitely nobody started slamming his cane into the ground behind him.
Yeah.
This man was shot 8 times. I only have 6-shooter.
It's a record for number of ghost stab wounds. Alright, I have been I have not been Chris. I have been Noot.
I have not been Wolf. I have been Chris.
And I have not been Noot or Chris. I have been Wolf.
Whoa, how'd he do that?
Yeah. Glad to have you all with us this night, and I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. This is all of us signing off. WPBL 76.
Ba-da-dum-ba. Oh shit, where's OBS? I can't stop the madness. I can't